What do we do for fun in Dundee? We can go to the pub, we can go to the cinema. But what happens if you want to get fit at the same time? Do you go for a swim? Do you go for a walk? If, like me, you feel that these running machines and rowing machines are best left in medieval times because they're out of the torture chamber, then why not check out a place like this?
Hi, I'm Rasmus. I'm the head coach of TNT Dundee, and welcome to our gym.
So what brings you to TNT? Why did you start coming to the gym in the first place?
When I was doing like Sunday football and that, I wasn't like strong enough and that. It's good here because then like when you do in like football, you just use your feet and that, and like when you do kickboxing, you use your fitness to do all your body and everything. So it's like better.
So you feel that your body benefits from the whole workout in kickboxing? Is that it?
Yeah, it's just I feel like when I started, I had like a bit of a belly, and then when I feel now, I feel like I've lost loads and loads of weight, and it's just better than that.
And has it improved your football skills, Jack?
Yeah.
It has, is it?
When I played a game, my dad said that's the best I saw you.
Well, you can hear the class going on in the background here. Are there many kids your age that come to class?
Well, there's two boys called Reese and Lee, and Reese mostly comes to pretty much all of them every week and like helps us do it and that.
So you enjoy yourself here there?
Yeah, I like it. I've been here for like a year or something, and it's like improved us a lot.
All you kids at home, get yourself down to TNT because it's not just for adults, it is for kids as well. You will enjoy yourself down here. We are now joined by another student who's kindly come out of this class to speak to us. What's your name?
My name's Lucas.
Lucas, what is it you do for a living?
I'm a web developer down at the City Key.
And what brings you to TNT? What motivated you to start training in the first place?
I was horrendously unfit. I'm quite tall, which means I've got a bad back, and I was looking around for kind of sport that you can do to improve your not general fitness, but that of your back in particular, and kickboxing is quite good for that.
So you find that it has helped you then? Has it helped you to lose weight and help some of the pain in your back?
It had a lot with that. I don't take it out quite as often anymore, which is quite nice to not have to lie around for weeks on end with me.
So why do you train in kickboxing? Is it just for fitness? Do you train to fight?
No, I don't really train to fight. I just train because, obviously for general fitness purposes, but I think the thing that gets me back to kickboxing in particular, rather than just a gym, is the fact that after sitting in the office for an entire day, you get to come here and actually do something completely different, which is quite energetic.
So it's good to get the frustration out at the end of the day as well?
Yeah, if anything has come up, it's quite nice to go here and punch it back.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much for joining us, Lucas. We're going to let you get back to class now. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, it isn't all about fighting, it's not all about the combat sports, it's all about fitness as well. Get yourself down here, you will enjoy it. Moving on from fitness, we now have one of our other students joining us out of class. So who is it joining us now?
Chloe Robinson.
And what do you do, Chloe?
I'm a student.
So what brought you to TNT in the first place? Why did you come to training?
Well, my mum started me off when I was little, so it's just a love of the sport now.
So you've been doing it for a while now then?
Yeah, competing, competitions, fight nights.
So we spoke to Lucas just a little while ago there. Now Lucas comes for fitness. Obviously you don't do it just for fitness, you do it because you do compete, you do it for you do it for a wee bit of glory as well, don't you?
You get lots of good training before, lots of good preparation. It gets you really started for the actual fight.
Lots of good support from the coaches and the rest of the students.
Yeah, it's everyone in the class really that helps along. It isn't just the teachers, it's everyone in the class.
So what can you see yourself doing in the sport? Do you just want to compete at an amateur level, or do you think you'd like to progress a little bit?
I want to try and get a little bit further. I mean, I have been to the Worlds, but didn't really get that far. But I want to try and get further.
At the World Championships, it's very well attended from Scotland. Scotland takes a great team with them every single year. Now you've been, how many times have you been to the World Championships?
Twice.
So TNT takes you all around the world as well.
Yeah.
So if you've been twice, the WKA Championships, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So if you've been twice to the World Championships, you've been to Florida, And where was
I
it?
was in Spain and Germany.
Spain and Germany. And are you going to be competing in Italy later this year?
Hopefully, but I'm thinking maybe next year because I'll be top of the category, so maybe try and go for gold this time.
Excellent. Now, I'm going to let you get back to your class because obviously that's what you come in for this evening. Thank you very much for taking the time out to join us. Just like to say thank you very much to Chloe. Chloe is one of the fighters here at TNT, one of the amateur fighters. Represents our club, represents our country. Thank you very much, Chloe. We're now joined by the #1 student, the original student here at TNT. Hi there.
Hi, I'm Chris Weir. I'm a student at Aberdeen University. I study history, but I'm originally from Dundee, and when I'm in Dundee, I'm in the gym all the time.
So you're the original student, as I said in the introduction there. You're the first student that joined TNT, so you must know more of the history of the club. Can you tell us a wee bit about where the club came from?
Yeah, it actually started in a little shed, basically. A shed outside Tannadice Stadium, around the corner from it, a place called Wolseley Street. That's where we started, and it was tiny, like literally tiny. It got to the stage where the taller guys would come in, you know, the guys breaching on 6 foot, when they were jumping up, they'd be headering the roof, you know, sort of thing. So eventually it started off, it was just me and Rasmus, who's actually my stepfather. So started off just me and him, you know, in the gym, because when he came over I was training in a different gym. He started, you know, to come in, take some of the classes. Eventually he just took the whole thing over. It's actually how our name came about. The original gym was called Temple, and we changed it to Team Neo Temple, which means new. So it was kind of like a team, the new Temple team as such. And I was the first member, obviously. I was the only one at the time. And just gradually, some of the older students came back, had a look, see what was going on, and we just grew from there. Eventually, it got to the stage. It went from only allowed 1 class a week, 2 classes, 3 classes, 4, and then it got to a stage where there was 20-odd people in this tiny little shed. We had to move, and the opportunity came for this place, so we took it.
Now, it's not the kind of place that, shall we say, that posers are going to come. You know, it's not that kind of gym at all, is it? This is all about the sweat. It's all about actually coming in and physically doing some work in here.
Yeah. If you come in here and you skimp off, the one thing you'll get to do is shouted at, and then the whole team will have to make up for your losses. So say, for example, if there's one day the instructor thinks so-and-so is being lazy, your hands drop below your chin when we're meant to have high guard. Everyone, 10 push-ups. So if you want to skimp out, it's not for you.
Now, we've touched on the fitness side of it, but we also at TNT is a very prevalent fight club. You do train a lot of fighters out, and very, very good fighters, I have to add, come through TNT's doors. You're one of them. You help with the fight team, you're part of the fight team. It runs as a team, really, just as the name implies. What sort of preparation, you know, is a fighter expecting in here?
Well, as a fighter, all fighters in any gym should expect. You know, when you come in here, you need your technique. You know, you need your strategies. You know, you need your confidence, your strength, your conditioning, stamina. We get all that in here, but at the same time we also get advice on how we do things at home as well. Our instructor says, you know, for example, dietary, nutrition, you know, tells us the right and wrong foods to eat for the type of, say we need to cut a little bit of weight, build a bit of muscle. We get that advice as well. And say he thinks, well, in the gym, you know, you've maybe been lagging a wee bit behind everybody because you've not been in for a couple of weeks, you know, you need to start coming in more regularly, and when you're home, go out on your runs, you know, all like general advice. So it's with a fight team, it's not just in here, it's their whole life. They have to do things revolved around fighting.
So the instructors and the rest of the team take an interest in the individual fighter. The team will come together to accommodate the fighter and to make sure the fighter's needs are met every step of the way in the preparation for the fight. Now, I'm asking that specifically because you're right in the middle of this just now. You're preparing for a fight as we speak. As we can see on the t-shirt there, it's the Coliseum, which is held in Liquid nightclub here in Dundee city centre. Now, how's your preparation for your fight going?
Great, for a start. It started off, you know, as it always does, hard. You go to bed every night and you're just aches and pains, but you get yourself motivated enough, because I mean it's something we enjoy, we love. You know, the fight team, they love their fights. It's just part of their life. So you come in, you just get past the pain, and slowly things get easier. You know, you start to up your game. You start to work on your game plan. If you get an opponent, you know, you get to see how he fights. If you're lucky enough to get that chance, we study our opponents. You know, train to fight particular opponents. So it's all done, covered fully when we're fighting. We don't leave any stone unturned with our fighters.
You're fighting K1 this time, aren't you? Under K1 rules.
Yes.
Fantastic discipline, fantastic, excellent for the fans. Anybody that's not seen a K1 fight, our last Coliseum show, our main event was a K1 fight with Mark Navarro. Mark Navarro, an absolute machine, comes from Perth Temple, is it?
No, it's Skyax.
Skyax, comes from Skyax. I do apologise, Mark. Now, you're going to be fighting on that card, and it's going to be a fantastic card on that night as well.
Yeah.
As all the Coliseum events are. I'm going to have the pleasure of once again introducing you into the ring, into the cage, as it is. Always a pleasure to introduce you. You were also my co-commentator at the last Coliseum show, which was an interesting one for you. I think it was the first time you tried that.
Yeah, I mean, it was like, when I'm off camera, I can't shut up. Ask anyone that knows me. Well, as soon as you put me sitting down there, I'm like, what did I say? So I just froze.
We did very well. I think we made a fantastic team that night. Now you saw a different side to the Coliseum show because you were watching the fights from outside the cage. You're going to be watching them from inside the cage this time. You're going to be watching your own fight from inside the cage. Very best of luck with that. I'm going to let you get back to your training now. Chris, thank you very much for joining us. You've got fantastic facilities here. I can't think why anybody wouldn't enjoy coming to see them. Chris, thank you very much and good luck with coming back. Joining us now, coming out of class, is head instructor at TNT Dundee, Mr. Rasmus Moller. Rasmus, thank you very much for joining us. Thanks for having us along today as well to have a look around these facilities, speak to some of your students. Absolutely fantastic. Your students speak very, very highly of you, very highly of the gym as well. Your facilities here, we have a boxing ring, you have the cage, you have a matted area through in the dojo there, which is very, very busy behind us tonight. I'm not going to hold you up too long because I know you're going to be dying to get back in there. But the facilities here, you really are a one-stop shop for martial arts. You can cover absolutely everything in here, all combat sports.
Kickboxing, mainly K1 side of it, but we've obviously got point fighters, light continuous, full contact. People want to fight, we'll try to our best to teach them out. We're lucky in the sense we've got some really good instructors.
You cover wrestling and MMA as well, don't you? You
do that as well, yeah. Got self-defense classes.
Over the last few years, you've had some good fighters coming out here. I've had the pleasure of introducing some of them, people like Chris, that are really lovely guys. You know, people think of fighters as these huge men that just all they want to do is punch people in the face for fun and that's it. But they're not. They're real human beings. They're lovely people. People who tend to train martial arts, I find, they know what's going on in their head. They know that any frustration they've got, they can get rid of in the gym. Do you find that with all your students?
You need self-discipline in order to train as a martial artist. Otherwise, you're not going to get anywhere. Self-discipline gives you peace of mind for yourself as well.
Rasmus, on that note, I'm going to let you get back into class. Thank you very much for showing us around your facilities tonight. It's been fascinating. I must admit, it has been really, really wonderful being part of TNT for an evening. I'll let you get back into your students now. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for your time, Stuart.
You've got a little bit more than other organisations, which can play in the Thai fighters' favours in particular.